So the one thing that's hard about juicing, it requires a whole bunch of vegetables. We're here going to the store today. We're here at Winco. Gonna buy the week's worth of vegetables here. We get to do this 6 times, and hopefully it won't destroy and or break the budget. So we'll see. Got my juice, got my water. Can grab a cart here and start loading it up full of vegetables. Desmond here is helping me out. He's a really good counter. Counts up the numbers of vegetables that we need. The list is pretty huge. You can see it right here. And there's a lot of stuff there. So we're in the process of grabbing stuff. There's no question in my mind. I'm going to turn orange. That's what a week's worth of vegetables for juicing looks like. I'm not 100% sure if it is going to last all week. That's actually a really good question. Part of it's kind of an experiment, to be perfectly honest.
Look how much carrots we got.
Kind of see. The family's all shopping today. They're buying their food. I'm buying my food.
Millions.
What do you guys have? Anything good?
Cookware.
Oh man, raisins, fig with chocolate, cocoa. Oh, I see flaxseed. Was it Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner or Old Man in the Sea that said water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink? Well, these stores are kind of like that right now. Food, food everywhere, but nary a bite to eat. All right, so we're done. We managed to get everything we needed. We got in and out. Actually, it didn't take that long to find everything, which is kind of cool. But let's see. Total cost, let me flip this around right quick. Oh, I guess I can't. Total cost is right there. Came to $72.42 for 1 week's worth of vegetables. Okay, and that's almost a travesty when you think about how expensive it is for people to eat healthy. You know, I saw a guy check out behind me with a whole bunch of stuff that was processed, and his was less than mine, and he had a lot more stuff. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing when you start looking at health food costs and processed food costs and everything else. Boys and I are going to work on finding Mojo. Is it weird that everywhere I look now, I see things and I'm like, ooh, I could juice that. I just walked by some guy's cart and he had a wreath or something for Christmas that he bought sitting on the top of his cart. And I was like, oh, I could probably juice that. And then I realized what it was and I was like, oh, no, never mind. I don't want to juice that. There aren't too many things that I actually miss on this, like honestly. I mean, like, yeah, the other day Shannon was cooking bacon and it was delicious smelling. And, you know, she had some turkey bacon on the stove and then we had some, she made meatloaf the other night. That was a little rough. But, you know, I kind of miss that. I don't drink a lot of beer, but I do enjoy a good craft beer now and again. And for 40 days, that's not going to happen. Right, so we're about done. We have been to Winco, we've been to Trader Joe's. We're now at Bi-Mart to pick up some more lids and stuff for top of the juice jars. Shannon ran in. I got a sleeping baby in the back seat next to all of my giant batches of vegetables, carrots, oranges, all that stuff. But you know, it's really interesting. And we knew that this was going to be a more expensive process. We knew that this was going to cost a bit going into it. We expected that. We planned for that. But I went through today and I picked up essentially 1 week's worth of vegetables. Now, granted, this is not the kind of like 1 week's worth of vegetables that you would eat, you know, in a sitting kind of thing. I mean, this is not necessarily what somebody would put away in 1 week. You're consuming a lot more vegetables as you make the juice. But $72.42 worth of vegetables. That filled a cart, essentially. So I looked at the guy, I mentioned this in one of the last videos. I looked at the guy's cart next to mine. Brought it in. He had a lot of processed food and stuff in it. Had a lot of other things. And it was about as full as mine was, bulk-wise, compared with the vegetables. And his came to 68 something. So it was actually about $4 less than mine, and it was about the same amount of bulk, like volume. Most of his was processed in meats and eggs and dairy and things like that. It is amazing to me that the vegetables are so much more expensive than the other, and it kind of begs the question, if they want people to eat healthier, and if they want people to actually become healthier overall, why exactly are we charging so unbelievably much for fruits and vegetables? Does it have to do with shipping them from other countries? You know, I can go down to the farmer's market and I can buy stuff, but the problem with the farmer's market, it's a lot more expensive, even though, you know, this has been shipped and whatever else. So, I mean, I don't know, it's 6 in one, half dozen in another, I guess. You know, the way I look at it, if this is going to contribute to my overall lifestyle, it's something that I'm going to invest in. It's something I'm going to spend money on. You know, I can spend money on the stuff that's bad for me and have it kill me, or I can spend money on the stuff that's good for me and have it help me be healthy. I choose life. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of the direction that I'm heading with this. So anyway, we're just about home. I put down one juice this morning. The juice I had this morning was quite good. It was a pineapple, mango, carrot, just kind of a whatever I had left in the fridge this morning before we went grocery shopping. And it was pretty good. It was a decent juice. Gonna head home, have some mean green today for lunch. And then I'll probably do the spicy carrot for dinner. I didn't end up making the spicy carrot last night. I was going to, and by 7 o'clock I was just not really feeling like eating, so, or juicing or whatever. So had some peppermint tea and kind of went to bed. So anyway, starting to notice some of the detox stuff. Starting to notice breath starting to get a little worse. Wife informed me of that this morning, so thanks, dear. But starting to notice a little bit of like a coating on the tongue and some kind of headaches and some other things that kind of go along with that detox component. So that's definitely started, and that process is moving. Other than that, day 3, I feel great. Woke up this morning, no problem. Things, snapped awake this morning, eyes open, didn't need coffee, any of that kind of stuff to wake up. I felt fully awake right on wake up. So that's starting in, which is nice. That was one of the things I remembered from the last juice fast that worked. It was really nice being able to wake up like that and have the brain functioning upon eyes opening kind of thing, instead of staggering around for a half hour while I consume 2-3 cups of coffee to get woke up. So that is nice, and that is one of the good things that kind of comes from this. Other than that, well, we'll kind of see. This is day 3 of 40. We're working on really trying to draw closer to God on this and trying to really kind of just put our lives in His hands, really, and that's different for me. I'm used to having control of my own life, and I'm used to kind of trying to drive the car myself versus just letting go and letting it go the direction it should go. So practicing letting go this 40 days, and we'll see how that goes. So anyway, we're gonna head home here in a little bit, and I'm gonna edit all this together and post it, and hopefully it'll be worthwhile and actually worth watching. We'll see. Probably not, but hey, let us know in the comments down below questions you've got, any kind of concerns, things like that. It's still not too late to get started. Yeah, you'll be 3 days behind us, but hey, 40 days, all juice. It should be good. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, I guess, on the next video log.